And from one war front to another, the war in Gaza has been going on for almost 15 months now, and the death toll still continues to mount. In the last 24 hours, Israeli airstrikes have killed at least 43 Palestinians across the territory. This includes 11 people who were living in a tent encampment sheltering displaced families. The camp in the Al-Mawasi district was designated as a humanitarian zone for civilians, but the IDF says it followed international law and took feasible precautions to mitigate civilian harm. The Israeli military has accused Hamas militants of using built-up residential areas for cover, which the Hamas group clearly denies. 6 others were killed in yet another Israeli airstrike on the Interior Ministry headquarters in Khan Yunis. Rescuers were seen clearing rubble following the attack. Damaged tents could also be seen nearby. The IDF says it targeted Hamas militants who were operating in a command and control center embedded inside the municipality building in the humanitarian area of Al-Mawasi.
I was sitting with the children and my brother's wife in the area when we suddenly saw something fall. It turned the entire area into dust, took away the tents and the entire area. We were screaming. I did not know where my children were or where my wife was. I started running like crazy. There I found a man lying. His head was cut off. And here we found children thrown inside the tents and dead. Human flesh was scattered in the streets, hands and legs.
After Israel's recent raid of the Kamal Adwan hospital in northern Gaza, the UNSC is all set to meet for an emergency meeting to discuss the raid. However, no practical implications are expected from the meeting. Israel says it targeted the hospital after Hamas militants once again began operating in and around the site. Well, as the attacks intensify, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has authorized Israeli negotiators to continue talks in Doha on a hostage deal. Indirect negotiations mediated by Qatar, Egypt and the US have taken place in the past as well, rekindling hope for a ceasefire and hostage release agreement. But since then, the two sides have accused each other of blocking the deal yet again. Now, Netanyahu's statement came as he was discharged from the hospital 4 days after he underwent prostate removal surgery. Meanwhile, the IDF continues to strike Hezbollah rocket launchers in southern Lebanon despite a fragile ceasefire in place between Israel and Hezbollah. The truce took effect on November 27th and has been marked by mutual accusations of violations from both the sides. Israel insists it is acting to remove any threat in accordance with the ceasefire understandings. In yet another update, the IDF has claimed downing another missile fired from Yemen. The military has added that it's looking into reports that missile debris fell near the central city of Modin. The attack occurred early morning, waking millions of people and sending them scrambling to air raid shelters in Israel. Now, Yemen's Iran-backed Houthis have launched missiles and drones at Israel nearly every day in recent weeks.